My word, Steve, is that not that lost or stolen Rover in front of us now that's indicating right?
Well, bugger me sideways, I think you're right. I think we'd better tail that one.
Yes, I think we'd better.
Let's tug him. Give him a bit of rope, eh?
Perhaps you'd better give the commentary as you're the advanced driver, and I'll just...
That's very gratuitous of you to say so. So right. Well, we're coming to a T-junction. It looks like a national speed limit. Nothing to left, nothing right. National speed limit out in front there. 2 vans straight ahead. Maximum acceleration now to pass 30 as we go out into the Nationals. Mirror. 1 a long way back. Moving out with the Bandit car now. 1 towards. Taking a 3rd gear that overtakes on for him. Mirror moving back to the near side. It's not on for me. Watching now over the brow of that hill. Just easing on the brakes. Moving out now. Mirror. Having a look. First one's definitely on. Second one's possibly on, just hanging back now. Yes, I'm satisfied with that. Mirror, and moving into the near side, throwback arrows in the centre of the road. Just 5,500 RPM, just keeping it in a 3rd gear, moving around to the left. Brake lights on the Bandit. Mirror, just off gas, just covering the brake now. You can see the roads bending round to the right. Looking for the vanishing point on the offside now. Mirror, and as we apex that, feeding in the power smoothly. Double white lines in the centre of the road. The Bandit's a reasonable distance ahead now, moving up to 5,500 RPM and taking a 4th gear. Good road service here, good for firm acceleration and firm braking, and the Bandit's coming up to 1 ahead. Seems like a warning sign in the road. Mirror, brake lights on the Bandit. Mirror, just off gas as we lose vision going over the brow of this hill, and the Bandit's moving up behind the silver one. Watching that junction to the right hand side. Change of road service. Mirror, moving out with the Bandit to the offside. He's holding back, just covering the brakes. Let myself catch up with the Bandit. Mirror, moving into the near side. Coming now up with the Bandit, considering a 3rd gear. Mirror, moving out with the Bandit now. We've got a loss of vision going over that brow of the hill. I'm not happy with that. Mirror, moving back into the near side. Looks like we're coming into 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. Just covering the brakes to regulate my speed with the Volvo in front. And there's a junction to the left-hand side. My brake lights. Mirror, off gas, nothing behind. Watching that junction for movement. That's clear at the moment. And keeping a 3rd gear. Bend to the left. Looking now over through the wheels of that car. Brake lights on the Bandit. What's he braking for? There's a little junction to the right-hand side. Long brake lights on the Bandit. Can't see any reason for that. 1 towards turning left and a heavy towards also. Mirror, still nothing behind. Slowing the road. Watching these junctions. Looks like we've got an increase of vehicular traffic here. And a junction to the right. Watching for movement in there. That's clear. Got some ATS up ahead. We came along this road earlier, and there's some roadworks with ATS. So I'll expect to possibly come to a halt round the next couple of bends. Mirror, still nothing behind. Keeping to the offside here by the hazard lines, just looking into the bend, seeing if I can get any early clues as to what the road might be doing. And it looks like we've got a little bit of damp in the road where the sun hasn't quite been shining on it long enough. 200 yards time, we lose the right-hand side of the road. It becomes thinner. Brake lights on the Bandit now, coming to a halt for this ATS. Nothing behind, just covering the brakes and pulling in behind the Volvo. Bearing in mind, we want to keep a little gap just in case the Volvo decides to break down or stall. Applying the handbrake, and now we've got the green light. Watching for the white Escort coming through. Mirror, nothing coming up behind me as yet, and I know that we've got a maximum advisory speed limit of 30 miles an hour. Keep left, in fact keep left and keep right blue warning lines there. Pedestrians have to go to the left hand side. Just looking for PEDs that are actually working on this bit of roadworks. There's a bit of a lumpy road surface there with some gravel, so I have to be careful of that if I have to do any firm acceleration. Brake lights. Mirror, just off gas, covering the brakes, seeing where the Bandit's going. He's got an option to the left, but he's gone straight on. Mirror, just moving out to the offside, looking for the overtake, and there's no car transporters up ahead. Moving into Kimbolton now, still 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, so I'm expecting a reduction in speed limit as we reach the actual town itself. Probably a 30-mile-an-hour. See, there's a left-hand bend ahead with a school sign. Just looking round that bend where that metro is, and there is in fact the 30-mile-an-hour speed limit I was expecting. Brake lights on that one, and a sharp deviation to the left. Mirror, brake lights on the Bandit, slowing the road, and hazard warning lines in the centre. Looks like we've got quite a sharp bend here, so I'll take a nice early 2nd gear, and we're keeping to the offside, just getting myself some early vision as we get around this left-hand bend. Sharp deviation to the right here, and it looks as though this is where the problems with the car transporters have been, slowing the road, and a warning of oncoming vehicles in the centre of the road. Looks like everybody's making some good progress there, so I don't expect anything too untoward coming at me. And there is one, in fact, just covering the brake, keeping to the near side, watching him as he moves round. Into the town now, watching that ped on the right, watching one on coming towards me, and then trying to look through the cars to make sure that there's no peds going to be coming out and coming into my way. Double bend ahead, first one to the right, slowing the road. I can see where the road's going now, and I've still got the Bandit in sight. Mirror, keeping a left-hand course here to increase my vision round this bend. Third gear's fine for this with a fuel-injected motor vehicle, and a sharp left-hand bend. Vehicles in the middle of the road, just covering the brake there, taking a nice early second gear to give us some flexibility around this bend, one towards mirror, and slowing the road for oncoming traffic. Watching this white one, which way is he going to go? Watching his wheels, he's coming towards me. Third gear, now I'm satisfied with him. Puddle on the left-hand side of the road, and now moving up to 30 mile an hour. There's a fire station on the left-hand side, no sign, and indicators on the up ahead mirror. Bandit's going right, one in front going left. 30 mile an hour still, and the Bandit seems to be turning right. I would imagine that we're going to lose the 30 mile an hour speed limit in a minute. There's nobody to signal to. That Jag's no problem at the moment. Just watching for the 40 mile an hour, taking a second gear, and round the right-hand bend. 40 mile an hour now, so a little bit of progress to be made up to the speed limit, trying to stay with the Bandit. Left-hand bend, watching for the housing estate. There's a motorcycle and car restriction on that estate. Moving up to 40 mile an hour now, looking to make contact with the Bandit again. Junction to the right mirror, just looking to see if there's anything coming out there. Bandits, no brake lights on the Bandit, hazards in the centre, one towards mirror, and watching this one on the left-hand side. National speed limits now. I'll take a second gear to negate the kick down on the Bandit, and watching for the kick down now, watching him to make progress up towards the Metro. He'll be looking for the overtake, I'm sure, very shortly. Brake lights on the Bandit, mirror, nothing behind. I can afford to apex this one, still nothing behind, and watching for my point of danger straight ahead as that disappears over the brow of the hill. Mirror, still nothing behind. I'm satisfied with the third gear. Bandit's moving out, looking for the overtake, one towards. He's in the dead ground now. I don't know if the Bandit's seen him. I'm hanging back. I'm not satisfied with that. Mirror, still nothing behind. I'll go out and have a look now in this third gear. Mirror, as soon as this escort's out of the way. Brake lights on the Bandit, mirror, and there's one towards. Brake lights, mirror, just moving back into the near side to let that one come in towards us, and I'm lost vision over the brow of that hill. I'm just satisfied to stay here. 40 mile an hour, third gear's ample for that, mirror, still nothing behind. Hazard lines in the centre of the road. Looking now for the road to open up. There's one oncoming in the distance on the right hand side, mirror. Moving out to the near side. I've got some dead ground, but I can see the road. The Bandit's helping me with the depth of the road. Off gas, mirror, just covering the brakes, third gear's sufficient, just seeing how this bend does open around, and now I can balance the car gently through the right hand side. Brake lights on the Bandit right up ahead there, mirror. Maximum acceleration out to this right-hand bend. These brake lights were relatively long, but not too bad. 5,500 RPM in third, off gas, mirror, just covering the brakes now, seeing the way this right-hand bend is opening. We've got give way on the left, lateral vision's pretty good, nothing coming in. Change of road surface and balancing the car through. Looking now to accelerate in this third gear, up the Bandit, watching where the telegraph poles are going, trying to keep an eye on the Bandit's progress, and there he goes to the left. Looks like quite a sharp bend there. 5,000 RPM, change of road surface, straightening this one out of it, off gas, mirror, just covering the brake slightly and balancing the car around this bend. Maximum acceleration now, and diverted traffic, so we might expect some heavies in the distance. Off gas, mirror, just covering the brakes again, watching that pedal on the right hand side, and the road's straightening out. One towards, mirror, maximum acceleration now, watching for the phone box, up to 5,000 RPM, just easing off on the gas, watching left and right. There's a few houses here, keeping to an offside course to look at that junction, mirror, still nothing behind, and now brake lights on the Bandit, mirror, and we've got a junction to the left, straight road, 5,500 RPM, and taking the fourth gear. That junction's left clear on the left hand side. Got a left hand bend, mirror, moving now into the inside, just covering the brake, coming down to 70 mile an hour, and taking a third gear before the bend, balancing the car through, and now maximum acceleration as we cross the apex. Bandit's slowing down a little bit. I don't know whether he's seen something or just waiting for me, mirror, and he's got a right-hand bend. Just easing off now for this right-hander, watching the Bandit driving through, just covering the brake, taking off a bit of speed, 60 mile an hour. That's good for a third gear. Balancing the car through, apexing it slightly, and now maximum acceleration. Brake lights on the Bandit again, mirror, just to the offside. Got a roadwork sign here, and the Bandit's now moving around to the near side. Brake lights, mirror, off gas, and using the flexibility of this third gear just to take a bit of speed off before these 40 mile an hour speed limit now. Looks as though we're entering some sort of town area, through 50 now, and we want to enter this 40 at just over 40 miles an hour. Into the village of Catworth now, watching that one in the bus, change of road surface, hazard lines in the centre, and I'll be commenting on drives and pedestrians as and when they affect me. Just watching to keep contact with the Bandit. He's slowed down at the 40 also, to the 40, just varying my speed now up to this right-hand junction, mirror, just looking for the movement. Brake lights on the Bandit there, mirror, still nothing behind, looking to take an early offside course, and then brake lights again, mirror, just covering the brake now, considering a second gear before we move here. Looks like we've got a junction to the right, keeping our eye on that, and a very sharp deviation to the left-hand side. So the early second gear for that one, just covering the brakes, looking right, looking into the junction as far as we can, one towards, quite big, mirror, still nothing behind. Looking now to get up to this brake lights, mirror, So no need to ease off at the moment, just using this 40 mile an hour to make contact with the bandit, mirror, off gas, just covering the brakes, having a look round this bend, balancing the car through, one towards mirror, and we've got national speed limits again with a high hedgerow left. I can't see to the right at the moment, and the bandit's waiting for me to catch up. I expect to see him kick down now, though his vision's not very good at the moment, so I'll just maintain this second gear at the moment, wait until this bend opens out, and there it goes, mirror, brake lights, mirror, off gas, one towards, just covering the brake, quite a wide vehicle, and it's quite a close hedge to this, so I'll just ease off, mirror, moving out, watching that ped on the right, he's walking away, now maximum acceleration in this second gear, 5,500 RPM, up to third gear, and I'm looking for the bandit to make contact with that heavy. I'm trying to go with him. Overtake's good at the moment. Taking an early fourth gear, mirror, moving out to have a look. Bandit's having a look, but he's. I've got my eyes on that car on the offside. 70 mile an hour still. There's a road plan coming up, mirror, moving off to the near side. I've lost vision round to the offside. Bandit's still going for it. Just regulating my speed with the vehicle in front. Brake lights on the bandit, mirror. Just taking the third gear now, moving up here. I've lost vision left and right, and I'm look to be moving over the top of a road plan here with a junction left and a junction right. They're all options for the bandit, mirror. Moving out on the crosshatches, trying to see through this heavy now. I've lost all vision, lost the roof of the bandit, mirror. Still nothing behind. Moving out to the near side here, trying to pick up some early vision of that junction. That's clear, mirror. Moving out to the offside. Metro moving, brake lights there, mirror. Just covering that. The overtake's on for me now, mirror. Moving out, maximum acceleration now. Acceleration to 5,000 RPM, 5,500, now up to 6 to really try and make a impression on the bandit. Fourth gear, moving up to 90 miles an hour now, keeping slightly to the offside to improve our vision round this bend. Come up to 100 miles an hour now, 5,500 RPM, and I've got the bandit still in sight. Keeping it in this fourth gear now, it's good flexibility. He's still got the bandit's roof in sight, balancing the car through this bend, looking at the footpath on the left-hand side. Looks like we've got some brake lights on the bandit, mirror, nothing good. Just easing off as we, at 100 miles an hour, just passing over the top of this. One towards mirror, looking over the top, and it looks like it's going around to the left from the tree line. One towards mirror, just bearing that in mind, just easing off on the gas until the vanishing point goes away from me. Balancing the car, I can see where the road's going now. They've got the bandit fully in sight, so easing on the drive now, just to balance the car through the bend. Brake lights, mirror on the bandit. Looks like he's coming to a road plan. Looks like a T-junction. So using this opportunity, no braking yet. Going to ease up on the bandit. Give way sign, mirror. Nothing behind. Just feeding in the brakes now, nice and gentle. Bandit's going right, looking laterally to the left of vision and looking laterally to the right. Can't see too much at the moment. I'm going to have to come to a stop. Mirror, still nothing behind. Taking a roll in first gear. Nothing to the left, nothing to the right. Feeding in the power nice and gently on the bend, and now the steering's set, maximum acceleration. Change of road surface up to 6,000 RPM and a second gear. Looks like a church in the distance, mirror. Straightening this one out, taking up to 6,000 RPM and taking a third gear. Got a junction up ahead, brake lights, mirror. Just off gas for the second, see what the bandit's doing. Bit of damp on the road here and a junction to the left. Lost vision of the bandit now, mirror. Just keeping the power just slightly on, just bearing in mind I might have to cover the brake, mirror. Maximum acceleration, brake lights on the bandit again, off gas. Looks like he's braking for something. Got his roof in sight and the road's bending around to the left. Looks like a farm area, and there could be a speed limit. One towards mirror. Quite a damp road here, although it's a good road surface. 40 mile an hour speed, so just scrubbing off a little bit of speed to enter this at just 40 mile an hour. There's a crossroads there, looking left and looking right, that's clear. And I'm looking movement on this next junction here, nothing at all, good vision for that one. And there's one parked on the near side mirror. Road's bending around to the right, keeping to the near side just to try and keep an eye on if there's anything coming, mirror. Mirror again, and moving out the offside course, watching this pub. Could be thrown out at this time of day as it's nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Ped settled on the left-hand side, and the road's bending round to the right with hazard warning lines and a footpath in the distance. Watching for brake lights on the bandit here, although we're nearly through the village now by the looks of it. Still 40 mile an hour, that's a repeater sign, so we'll make a bit of progress, make contact with the bandit again. We're looking, there's the Nationals in the distance over the horizon, and we're looking now at 40 mile an hour. I can't really take a second at 40, that would be I wouldn't have enough revs left, so I'll keep it in this third gear. That's quite flexible, and I'm looking for the bandit now to kick down. Last check of the mirrors, we go through the Nationals, left-hand bend and a junction to the right. Looking for brake lights on the bandit here, just holding back. There they are, mirror. Just covering the brakes, looking for him to go right down this diverted traffic sign. I'll take an early second gear here. So he's not sure where they're going. He's hanging back. Now he's accelerated past that. I'm satisfied with that. That junction's clear. Taking up the drive with the bandit now. He looks as though he's accelerating away, and he's got another road plan to the right. Mirror, he's got the indicators to the right now, just covering the, just off gas, nothing to signal to at the moment, and we're going towards the Giddings, just covering the brake now, looking forward to see if I've got any vision. There's nothing coming towards, and the junction's clear to the left, taking a second gear, and just balancing the car through the junction. Maximum acceleration now, we've set the steering now, up to 6,000 RPM. The Bandit's made good progress away from me, Mirror. Looking in that junction on the right-hand side, 6,000 RPM, up to 50 mile an hour and taking the third gear. No hazard warning lines in the centre. I'm moving out offside course, Mirror. Just have a look, make sure there's nothing coming. Mirror, moving into the near side, 6,000 RPM. Brake lights on the Bandit, off gas, covering the brakes. Looks like quite a sharp one. They're long brake lights from the Bandit. Just I'll need a third gear for this bend. It looks like he's off the brakes now, Mirror. Just balancing the car through this bend. Brake lights, Mirror. The Bandit's braking again, just on the gas again. Looks like he's quite jumpy on the brakes, Mirror. Still nothing behind. Forward to straighten that one out now. Maximum acceleration in this third gear, looking to keep up with the Bandit. I've got deviations to the near side. Brake lights, Mirror. Off gas, just using this opportunity to close up on the Bandit. Covering the brakes now. Taking a second gear for this bend, looking laterally to the left, there's no vehicles oncoming. Taking the second gear, balancing the car through the bend, and now maximum acceleration as we come out of that bend. 6,000 RPM now into third gear, 50 mile an hour. Looks like we've got a bit of dead ground on the right. Brake lights, Mirror, off gas. Just covering the gas at the moment till we can see the way the vanishing point goes away from us in the distance. Bit of dead ground over this hill. Nice followed brake lights from the Bandit. Just dabbed them there. And the road's bending round to the right. We're going to forward to apex this, Mirror, and maximum acceleration now in third gear to try and make a bit of progress on the Bandit. 5,500 RPM, taking the forward gear. We've got some warning signs up here now. Road's narrower in both sides. Brake lights, Mirror, off gas, just covering the brake, 40 mile an hour. Looks like we've got bends. First one to the left, and we're entering the 40 mile an hours.